we've been through this before, where the hype exceeded the output. So that's what happened in January. I think it peaked maybe on New Year's Day, like right around January 1st was when all of this peaked, and it's been a slide since then. But I mean, think about it, like virtuals, like I described them as the iOS of AI agents. You cannot tell me, like the market cap of virtuals was peanuts on Halloween.
Right.
Like absolute peanuts. I don't remember what it was, but it was not much. Like that much value just does not get created in a 2-month period. Like it maybe like mid-October even. Like it started to go up by October 31st, but like mid-October, it's just absolute peanuts. So to go from that to like 4 billion or whatever it was, like no way. That's clear overpriced. What does it say for October?
So,
I just looked up at one time.
Yeah, let me see if I'm reading this right. Let's see, around October. Oh yeah, I mean it was. Yeah, I'm gonna guess this is somewhere like a hundred mil or so, maybe 150.
Yeah, and they keep going back. Like it had probably doubled by that point.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it does show how quick it grew, and it was literally October when things. I mean, right around here, if you can see it, probably hard.
Yeah, and that liquidity pool looks like got created on October 22nd. The virtuals token had been around before that as well. So I bet that date that pool was created was probably when those that were super, super early were starting to see the writing on the wall.
It's, Truth Terminal and GOAT happened. Everyone's like, oh, shit. They're like, it's go time. So, and that was it. In an instant, everything changed. Everything changed the second that happened. We get the, not copycats, but the inspiration, the inspired agents. We get Cerebro, and we get... AIXPT wasn't far after that. It wasn't right at the beginning, but Cerebro was certainly one of those earlier,
Yeah, AIXPT was launched, I believe, on November 2nd.
Okay, so not long after, just a couple weeks after Truth Terminal and Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, to your question about something to keep in mind with not all of these certainly, but a lot of them, especially the ones on base, all of the agents that are making up that market cap number, the vast majority of them, especially on base, they're paired against the virtual token. So if the virtual token is having a rough day, the agent token is definitely going to have a rough day. And we've seen this in broader crypto, like when Bitcoin's not doing well, it has a cascading effect, but it's amplified with these agents. Like virtual for a lot of these has to be doing well, and it hasn't.
How do you feel about? I'm going to throw random stuff at you, by the way, because believe it, we work together. I don't get to pick your brain on this stuff super often, but Andrew Steinwald, are you familiar?
I am. I've had the pleasure of speaking with him on occasion. It's been a while, but yes, I'm a big fan.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly that. Great show, great guy. We had him years ago on our a Crypto Slam podcast. Again, just awesome dude, and very insightful. And he's very early to things. He's got that vision.
Early, yes,
right, yes. And so I pay attention when he's talking. And while we see the AI agent, maybe let's say the market caps and the token values dropping, he's talking about the thing that I think is important. People are look at, pay attention to, maybe where the high valuations start coming. He's talking about like GPU. Decentralized GPU tokens that represent that. And I'm thinking about that, but I'm also thinking infrastructure in general is like a really, really interesting play. And there's not a lot of those plays out there that I see. If you were to make a bet on maybe one sector of AI agents or compute or, investing in the debt, what part excites you the most right now? And where do you see the most opportunity?
That was a softball, Hudah.
Maybe.
That was like data for AI agents.
Yeah.
SlamAI, like that. Like everything needs data. So yeah, I guess to not be melodramatic, that's infrastructure. Sure. What did I describe SlamAI as? Like a Comcast. for these platforms. So yeah, you can't go wrong with solid infrastructure. And I think too, like making it decentralized. Anytime you've got a centralized entity in control of anything, like it, especially here in Web3, it gets people a bit up in arms. So yeah, decentralized infrastructure, which by the way, CryptoSlam is a launch which I'm the founder of CryptoSlam, but SlamAI, which the full launch is coming up with this. It's not a CryptoSlam project. Like we're just one of the launch contributors, along with Animoca, Troon Technologies, All Domains, Tradeport. Like we've got like a handful of companies that we're working with, and more on the way. So even that, our piece of it, where we're bringing data to all these agents, that'll be decentralized as well. A bit more centralized in the beginning because we're bringing something pretty important to it in the beginning, but longer term, it'll be progressively more decentralized.
So I probably threw the saw. I think I did that subconsciously. Like I did not mean to give you such an easy one, but I figured you would answer that because look, I said it earlier. I get to wear the DGen hat here too. And it's something I'm excited about. It is the infrastructure stuff, and it's one of the things. It is the thing I'm most excited about this Slam ecosystem, specifically SlamAI. It's that, look, I don't think AI agents are going away, and I stand by. I think that market cap's going to be insanity. But part of that is going to be the infrastructure tokens. They're going to make up a good chunk of that market cap. But I also think on top of agents, something's going to come along. We mentioned it at the very beginning. Something is probably going to come along that shifts us again in another direction. And what that direction is, I don't know, right? It's going to involve agents, but there's probably going to be some new little spin on agents or a new tweak, and it's probably actually swarms. It's the an evolution, right?
That is it. That is it.
And to me,
Steinwald's right. It's not about being a chatbot. That was cool in late December. Like it is, yes, infrastructure, but you look at what like Virtuals is doubling down on, and what AI 16Z and the ELIZA platform. It's all about like the agent to agent communication. So don't think that there's a next thing beyond agents. Like it's still agents, but they're just going to get smarter.
And I think we'll have real products. We'll have real reasons to use those agents. They will be better, smarter, faster, and have purpose. And I think that's ultimately why SlamAI excites me. It's that wherever it goes and whatever product is out there that needs to be powered by something smart, that needs that big brain, that we should be a part of that. So that's what I'm excited about, is this next evolution where I think there's a very, very spicy tie-in to a lot of things. So I'm excited about that stuff here.